With me, with Georgia Asian Times, to speak to us is Dominic Leong, the co-founder and co-CEO of Seal Meal. So I would like to take a moment to find out more about what you do. Dominic, can you introduce yourself, your background, your ethnicity, and where you originate from?
Okay, thank you, Lee. Appreciate your time. If I want to talk about myself, probably will need more than 15-20 minutes. I'm from Malaysia, moved here to States back in 97, 98, and then moved back to England, graduated, and came back right away after graduations. So I started off as an intern in the hospitality industry. That's how I met my wife as well, Lisa. So fast forward, I've always been intrigued by the restaurant business and food business. So fast forward, little over 3 years ago, I was managed to partner up with my partner Joel, and he's the brain behind Seal Meal. I was fortunate enough to partner with him in order to bring Seal Meal to life. Basically, Seal Meal or Big Fresh Brands, we are a technology-based company. What we meant by that is one of the most uniqueness of our company is to source out what's the best technology on the market that are pertaining to food technology. So Seal Meal, what we did is, a little over 3 years ago, we did an R&D under the MAP, which is Modified Atmosphere Packaging technology. So we spent a little over 18 months in getting this technology up to speed. This is nothing new. The technology actually based out in Europe, and it's a very proven concept in Asia and in Europe for the last 15 years. In America, we're slightly a little bit behind, not by too much. So anyway, back during the COVID last year, we took a big leap of steps by having our Seal Meal come into fruitions, meaning that it actually took us about a little over 11 months to have Dr. Smith from the USDA Council to actually approve our process. One of the most uniqueness with our packaging is fresh, never frozen. We're based on global cuisine and with all natural clean label. One of the key breakthrough with our technology is fresh, never frozen, refrigerated with extended shelf life up to 120 days from the manufacture date. With most of our competitors right now on the market, they average out between 5 and 7 days. If you go towards more HPP technology, probably can extend up to 10 to 15 days.
I see.
Currently, we are the only manufacturer that using this technology able to extend it up to 120 days. So we're very proud. Obviously, we were supported by a great teams that help us into this venture. Obviously, we still new. We have a lot of probably challenges and advances in our side. So we continue to strive. We can take care of the customer one at a time. That's our motto. Basically, is to produce an awesome meal to the market and at a safety level as well.
Can you share with our audience your range of products? Seal Meal, share with our audience some of the examples of your popular bestseller.
Absolutely. We basically based on our whole criteria of our market is based on global cuisine. So obviously I'm from Malaysia and from Asia, so we do have incorporate some of the Asian dishes, such as the Thai curry, the chicken tikka masala, one of the most popular items, and obviously we incorporate into the day-to-day comfort food, such as the pasta dishes. We have an amazing pasta arrabbiata, which is a pork sausage with a little hints of spiciness. And we do have the traditional pasta pomodoro, which made from turkey meatball. And another thing is one of our most popular items menu is Tex-Mex. It's like melted cheese. It's like scooping out from melted cheese with a tortilla if you want to. So basically we're based on that. However, we're launching our breakfast items very soon, in about 2 weeks. We're offering our breakfast items to the consumer. Our primary market right now are based on traveler, micro markets, hotel, colleges, students, and so forth and so forth. We recently actually partnered with Hudson Group, and we partner with local concession operators in Atlanta Airport, in Jackson Airport as well. Very soon we'll be in JFK and New Orleans one as well.
So a typical consumer can also pick up your items from supermarkets and grocery
Yes.
stores?
Absolutely. Right now we have a few local programs such as Buford Highway Market, which is our local big supporter of us. So they do carry our product. Actually, we have a few more coming up as well, nuts and berries and so forth. But in between New York and New Jersey, we have 20 local grocery that carry our product right now. Eventually, we would love to move it into bigger supermarket chains. We need to talk right now.
This sounds amazing, especially for college-going kids.
Absolutely.
They don't cook and they do want to have good food and good meal, and this will be the ideal choice for them.
Absolutely.
Other than eating cafeteria food.
Absolutely. What we offer to the consumer is basically they do not have to eat the frozen meal, which we had kind of grew up, back in the 80s, 1980s. We had the dinner frozen meals, but now we have a selection of being fresh, never frozen, clean label, and with extended shelf life.
So all these are natural, so to speak.
All natural. We don't use artificial preservative in our ingredients. We follow strict rules of Whole Foods criteria. So under Whole Foods criteria, you have like between 4 to 5 pages long of what items should be in their product or not in the product. So that's what we base on.
So you can find this in Whole Foods, I suppose?
Hopefully, very soon. Hopefully.
Okay. Great. And what are the price points of your typical seal meal products?
On the consumer retail side, you can buy our meals on our website for $8.99. However, we range from $7.99 to $9.99. Obviously, it all depends on the market, where they're located. So we have market that sell for $6.99, $7.99, $8.99 to $9.99, basically.
Let's talk a little bit about your business venture. I'm sure it is all not smooth sailing to be where you are. As an entrepreneur, I can relate to that story. Usually you will come across a lot of challenges, a lot of pitfalls. Can you share with our audience, especially this is to inspire young entrepreneurs out there, about what kind of challenges that you have to go through to succeed to become where you are?
Okay, absolutely. I would say that challenge arise on a daily basis. One of the key things is we envision our team, or me personally, I will take no not as an answer. So every challenges to me come with rewards. So you learn and you make sure that you're not doing the same mistake or the same challenges. So if that's the way we progress from A, B to C and D. So dream big, that's another thing. The more you dream, the more you're gonna turn into fruition. Don't let the small challenges make you fail along the way. So take that challenge as part of your growing pain or growing process. Frank, honestly, I've been in the industry for over 20 years. Challenges is almost on a daily basis. So if I say no, does not mean that the next step will be no. Just keep improving.
Interesting. So most of our audience who are young entrepreneurs also would like to know this very important question. How do you fund your business initially when you first started?
It's all about having the right partner. Basically, obviously a good business plan will be a criteria. You have to let people know, first of all, your business plan, your vision, and the know-how. That's how you convince other people to jump in the same boat as you. Having the same vision, it's great. Also the execution, and foremost is the passion. That's one of my base elements is having the passion is the next road to success. If you lose your passion, find the passion back. As soon as you find back the passion, then you continue to move forward. Another thing is don't let challenges keep you moving forward.
as you all probably encounter in this marketplace right now, finding the right talent, finding the right help is always a big problem right now because of the economy, because of the COVID. How do you overcome that part right now in attracting the right people to work with you?
Whoa, that's a $1 million question. We're very blessed and actually honored to have a great team of people. Like once again, we believe in team. I don't believe in I. We always believe in we. How we're going to grow the company, how we're going to work together as a team, and how to grow together. I always have a strong belief in behavior breeds behavior. If you want to be treated the same way as you want to be treated as the same way you've been treated, that's my whole thing. So as a team, regardless if it's challenges or good things, we celebrate together. We respect each other. We have to identify people's strengths and then how to make it better if there's a challenge. I think respect, passions, trust is the key elements to how to stay as a team. And we don't like to use I. There's no I in our vocabulary in Sylvia. We as a team to take it from A, B, and C to the next level.
Interesting. So as far as your product market development, so I suppose you perhaps will be the chief product officer, continuing thinking of product lines to introduce. Can you share with our audience some of the innovative new things that you're already cooking in your mind?
Yes.
How to be launched soon under the Seal Meal brand?
Yeah, once again, it's not I, it's all we.
Yes, we.
So we have a good team of people. We have a great R&D chef, Chef Alan and Chef Jeff. Constantly we challenge between each of us to how to upstage the next meal or the next recipe. Every day it's kind of like an R&D for us as well. So we have to foresee what is the future and what is the need now. For a very good example, we start off as a global cuisine, and now we get into the whole breakfast elements because we know there's a need for it. Because you can't find a good breakfast dish that is fresh and frozen unless you go to McDonald's, fast food that you can get, a breakfast item.
And healthy too.
Exactly. Vice versa. So what we did is we take that initial approach and we did a development. So we're launching some breakfast items, and eventually we extended to plant-based right now, which is one of the hot topics. We have extended two official SKU under plant-based, and we're extending more vegetarian items. Eventually, we're going to look into different type of cuisine.
So is there a possibility down the road you will do white label for other groups for meal production?
Great question. To be honest, we're actually being approached by a few brands on the market that do like us to evaluate if we are the right partner or they are the right partner, vice versa. Relationship always works both ways to see if there's a possibility. Obviously, the answer is yes. There's a possibility we want to do white label, or we can call it private labeling. Those are I call it our own strategy in moving forward. Yes.
Seems like you're on the right path, especially even during this downturn by COVID pandemic. But as things progress, what is your team's projection as far as growth and sustainability going forward for Seal Meal?
Obviously, we know from our market research, the demand is there and the demand will keep increasing. Obviously, COVID actually pushed the elements of CPG, consumer product goods, to another level. We know that there's always been a market for a consumer ready-to-eat meal, but the COVID pushed the market even to a higher limit. We have every obviously hopes that the market will keep extending, and that's where we want to make sure that we prepare, we're well versed with the market and how to capture the business eventually.
What demographics are you on right now, other than Georgia?
Yeah, besides Georgia, we have in Texas as well. We are we actually in New York, New Jersey, and upstate, which right now over 20 micro market carrying our product. In the next couple of weeks, we have a major company, a partner that venturing out with our meals under a bigger brand. So we will be soon getting the message out, the news out. Yeah.
You seems to be on the roll. Congrats, and we will definitely be keeping track of your progress and development, and hopefully we will revisit with you in the near future and to see how you're doing and follow up with another interview.